So, ladies first, I guess I'll go. I'm playing. Lupree, you want to take over? You want to start?
Yeah, sure. I will. So, this is one of those subjects that's always been one of those tearjerkers for me. But
where the tissues?
I know. I'm gonna just have to pat with my fingers. But I guess the biggest struggle for me would be probably raising my son that is special needs. Now, if anybody know me, they know that I have 4 kids. I have 2 girls and then 2 boys. Well, my oldest boy was born with a brain deformity, and it's called and that's why he is special needs.
I just thought he was just. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm getting them mixed up.
You talking about Duka?
Yeah,
you know ain't nothing wrong with Duka.
He's so energetic.
You make it your.
You trying to be
must
funny?
be something wrong
no,
with him.
I wasn't. He just likes to eat. My baby be hungry.
No,
yeah, he can eat 10 wings, but that's just him.
Girl, anybody can eat 10 wings.
But he's 11.
I mean, then he should be eating 11 wings.
Don't tell him that. You been cheating me this whole time, mama. But anyway. My oldest son, he's 12 years old. His name is Sean, and he was born with a brain deformity. And the name of the diagnosis is called Schizencephaly. Ooh. And if you look it up, you won't see a lot about it because it's like, I think the doctor told me it's 1 in every 100,000. It's really, really rare that you will find a child with schizencephaly, and the kind of schizencephaly that my son has. Most people just have it on one side of their brain, but my son has it on both sides of his brain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's basically like his brain, instead of coming all the way out and filling up his, filling all the way out, it just didn't grow. The front parts of his brain didn't grow. And so he was born like that. We don't know what's the cause. I've asked doctors. I've researched, and I cannot find anywhere where it says how it develops. So, or how it happened. So he was just born like that. I didn't know until after he was born, and so that's like one of I'll call a struggle, but it's really not a struggle because, he's one of the easiest kids to raise. Out of all 4 of my kids, he's the easiest.
Oh, that's so fun.
He is. Because you just gotta, change his diaper, feed him, and make sure he got whatever he want to watch on TV, and he's good.
You've ever had to use that for your other kids, when they're acting up? They be like, now look at you. I'm over here acting up, and look at him.
Yeah, and I do it all the time. I'm like, y'all can walk, talk, move around, do what y'all want to do, and your brother can't. So y'all need to, whatever going on in your head, it might not be that bad. You know what I mean? There's always something worse. And I use that for myself, too. When I be at work or I'm just out and about and I'm complaining about, somebody cutting me off or, just basic little crazy stuff that we complain about every single day. Yeah. I'm like, dang, I'm complaining about this, but my son can't even move like he want to move. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I've been told. Somebody always got it worse.
Somebody always has it worse. So I will say that when I first found out, and this was hard for me to say out loud at first, but I've made peace with it, so I can talk about it now. But when I first found out he had special needs, I blamed myself, and I was a little bit embarrassed because I had never been around anybody in my family or anybody outside of my family in my community that had he's clinically mental retarded, so a retarded child.
Yeah.
And
usually be people that's like, you retarded because you've been on drugs for so long.
Right. It's be something that you did to yourself.
Yeah.
Or it's not. I seen retarded people, but they were not they were white or something else. They wasn't black. So when the doctor told me that his diagnosis and he would be mentally retarded his whole life, I was embarrassed. I think my first emotion was embarrassment, and then my second emotion was, what did I do? And then my third emotion is, what does his daddy do? What his daddy did? So I went through all these waves of emotions before I could actually come to terms with it. And that first day I found out about it, I cried for I would say I cried for 2 weeks. Constantly crying, up and down. 1 minute I cry, and then next minute I be good, next minute I'm crying again. And so it was really hard for me and his dad to come to terms with what had happened. And his dad, I think, was more impacted by it because that was his first son. And he looked forward to having, when they told us it was a boy, he jumped up and down like he had,
won the lottery.
Yeah, won the lottery. He was like, yeah, my boy. And so to find out that the boy that he had envisioned of having was going to be special I think was really traumatic for him, and it took him a little longer to come to terms with it than me. But like I said, he's a great child, and he did teach me. He's still teaching me what unconditional love is.
Yeah.
Because he can't ever say, "Mommy, I love you." But just when he looks at me, or when I'm doing something for him, whether it's bathing him or whatever, he has the biggest smile, and it's like the smallest things make him happy. And that's crazy to me, because I could just turn on the TV and his favorite show on, and you would think that he won a lottery just by the response that he gives. Or when I come home from work, y'all, it's so cute. When I come home from work, I feel like Oprah, because I walk in the door, he's like, "Yay!" He's like, "Ah!" He's all happy, and I'm like, it's just little old mama, you know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, but it used to be a struggle of mine, but it's not a struggle. I used to didn't talk about him a lot. People be like, "Oh, I thought you only had 3 kids." And when I first heard that, I felt bad. I was like, "Dang, that means I don't never talk about him." And I had to come to terms. I had to talk to myself, like, do I never talk about my baby?
Yeah.
Do I never share pictures of him? Do I never take him anywhere for people not to know that I have 4 kids? Because I don't want nobody to think I'm embarrassing him. But
so you do have 4 kids.
I do.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought like he was the 3rd kid.
No, he's the first. He's the first boy. He's the 3rd kid, but the first boy. I have 4, and then I got Duka, my little greedy boy. But anyway,
got a squad over there.
I got a little squad.
The start a team.
But yeah, so that would be my lifelong, or my 12-year struggle for the last 12 years. But now recently, my oldest daughter is leaving the nest.
What?
Yeah, she is going off to college, to university.
How old is she? 18?
She's 21.
Oh, man.
Wow.
And she'll be 22 in September.
You got a 21-year-old, Lupree? Man.
Yep.
You look good for your age.
What the hell? You know what I'm saying? I'll be a little... we talking about
Look at
anyway, I'm about to go into my routine, but I ain't gonna do that right now. 'Cause I drink water. Anyway,
do that yoni steam.
You be steaming that yoni, huh?
You talking about my personal? You talking about my personal?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that on Pick and Struggle After Dark.
I said she look good, but I don't know what that look like. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do that.
Nah.
Sometimes it's the reflecting.
Listen, it's your job. I'm just saying.
Straight up.
Let me ask somebody that know. Let me see. She's still on her. Anyway, my latest struggle is Pinky Pooh. She's going off to college.
What college she going to?
She's going to Texas Tech.
I'm about to say, girl, narrow that down for me. Texas Tech. Where's that at?
I think it's in
Lubbock.
Oh, okay. What you going for?
Journalism.
Why so far for journalism?
My daughter has been trying to leave the nest since she was 17. So this is right up her alley, because it's still in Texas, but it's far away, but it's not too far away. So.
Is it cheaper than UTA?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, UTA I've heard is an expensive college. I don't know why she wants to go so far away, but she's leaving on August the 15th. So
so their school is like she's actually like physically going there?
Yes. She got an apartment. She got her two roommates and everything. She's paid her first month rent, her deposit.
She on the road.
She bought a car last month.
Girl, that's real. A bucket.
Yes.
That is
it's
a
bucket, but it's her bucket. And
yeah.
she loved that little car. She bought her little steering wheel cover. But she leaving, y'all, and she been with me since I was 17.
Damn.
So I am. It's gonna be like
you gonna cry?
You gonna be crying
yes,
like a mother?
I'm crying. I know.
She say that now.
Boo.
Till that light bill come in, it's like, oh, it's a little cheaper this month.
Yeah.
Ever since she left.
Toilet paper lasts longer.
Right. For real, y'all ain't never lying.
Toilet paper, food, gas, water.
I know. My bills might get cheaper, but my baby gonna be gone, y'all. She like the kid's second mama. Cause when I wasn't there, she was there.
Right.
She used to walk around with a belt around her neck, whooping butt.
Ready.
She was whooping folks.
Ready to whoop.
She was ready. They be like, you ain't that mama. I am. Well, mama ain't here.
Right.
Then bend over so I can whoop you.
So it's your fault.
What
Why
you
she
do?
looks so elderly?
Dang.
Cause I see pictures of her and I was like, why she dressed so old? It is like it's like clearly in her face and stuff, like she ain't old, but she wear clothes like she like she's just finna spend her day sitting on the porch, smoking cigarettes and talking about the kids in the streets.
My baby, she was like that as a little girl. When she was born, she was an old lady.
Oh, Lord.
She used to sit on her chair with her feet crossed at the ankles. Watching, what's that show with Steve Harvey?
The Steve
Family
Harvey show?
Feud.
Oh, Family
And she was 3.
Wait, he's been on Family Feud for that damn long?
He's been on Family. She was little when he was on there.
Oh, my God. I didn't know he was on there for that long.
That girl has been old forever. It didn't just start. People be like, how old is she? I'll be like, 5. Yeah, she's 5. But anyway, so that's my latest struggle, my baby leaving. So if I'm crying that weekend, y'all console me.
Right.
Be nice to me.
I'm going to laugh at you.
Don't do that.
I got to.
Don't do that.